In the Natalee Holloway case, a Dutch documentary team exposing a secret meeting between Joran van der Sloot's first attorney, Antonio Carlo, and chief prosecutor, Karen Janssen. What they said may turn the entire case around. Dutch crime reporter Peter de Vries conducted the investigation. I asked him about his conversation with van der Sloot's first attorney, Antonio Carlo. Listen to this.
Well, we paid Carlo a visit in his office, and we recorded that with candid camera. And at first he tried to deny that there had been a meeting with the head prosecutor. But after a while he realized what we knew, and then he got very uncomfortable and admitted there had been a meeting and that he had written letters with the head prosecutor. And he panicked, and he was very uncomfortable with this.
Now, how did Antonio Carlo describe why he met Karen Janssen?
Well, he didn't want to tell us very much about it, but what we found out that there was a secret meeting, and that's highly unusual because a head prosecutor is not allowed to have talks with during an investigation with the lawyer or attorney. So that's very strange. And also Karen Janssen, the head prosecutor, wrote us a fax in which she admitted that the meeting took place. So it's impossible to deny that that there was a meeting.
And what was divulged during these meetings?
Well, in the meeting, Mr. Carlo said that he had to clear his conscience and that Joran van der Sloot played a major part in the disappearance of Natalee Holloway. There is no doubt at all that he said that.
Did he go into any other details in terms of what that means, played a major part in the disappearance of Natalee Holloway?
Well, he then stated to the head prosecutor that it was up to the police and the justice to get the full proof for this, but that he wanted to clear his conscience and that, yeah, they had to do the work.
And how many letters were exchanged back and forth between them, and what information was in those letters?
Well, the head prosecutor wrote him a letter, and she asked for more details. And then Mr. Carlo got scared because his tip was suddenly on paper, and he didn't expect that because it was a secret meeting. And when Karen Janssen put it on paper, he realized it wasn't no longer a secret. So then he wrote a letter back and denied that he had said something like that.
Now, have any of the Aruban or Dutch officials contacted you about this important information?
Yeah, they contact me. I have several sources in this case, and there is really no doubt, not for 1%, that he said that.
And what do the investigators make of this?
Now, they make of this, of course, that Joran van der Sloot is responsible for the disappearance of Natalee.
Wow. Now, you know, of course, Joran's current attorney, Joe Takapina, said that this is making up facts, you're fabricating facts, there was no such meeting.
Now then, he doesn't know what happened, I think. And I have a recording with our candid camera which shows the opposite of what he is saying. So I don't think he is very well informed.
All right. Well, Peter, thank you so much for joining me tonight and talking about these new developments.
Okay, you're welcome.
And now to Aruba, where the former lead investigator on the case is linking Joran van der Sloot and the Calpo brothers to Natalee's disappearance. Joining us on the phone from Aruba is Jossie Mansour, editor of El Diario newspaper. Jossie, thanks for being with me tonight. I've got to ask you, what did the former police chief say to you about Joran van der Sloot and the Calpo brothers' involvement in Natalee's disappearance?
He definitely confirmed that they admitted to the police of having molested the girl while she was going in and out of consciousness, but among other things that he said.
And how long was this conversation, and who specifically did you speak to?
I spoke to Gerald Dampig. The conversation took place in my office for about an hour, and I have it all on videotape.
And why did you videotape it, Jossie?
Because in the diario we usually do that with people we don't trust to begin with, or to have a documented proof of whatever we're going to publish in the future.
All right. Well, there are many people who doubt that you have this tape and want to know what, in fact, is contained in the videotape. Do you have a transcript of this?
You know, many people doubt many things that I say, but after I publish the truth, everybody becomes quiet. They go into a profound silence. But we have the proof. I have the tape, the videotape. We have various copies of it made.
Okay, and you claim to have a transcript, in fact, that links the boys to Natalee's disappearance. Do you have that for us, that you can read a portion of that?
I can read a portion for you. For example, when I asked him about the case, he said, well, you know, we cannot go because we don't have a body, but you have a moral crime, and on the basis of their own declarations, I'm quoting him ad verbatim now. And then he said, look, if it's not rape, they fingered her. They did a lot of things to her according to their own declarations, and we have an article in our penal code that provides an 8-year sentence for that. If you do that to a girl who is not conscious, they themselves said that she passed out on different occasions in the car. That means that if you do that to a person who cannot defend herself, it's 8 years. He told me this ad verbatim. I'm quoting from the tape.
And what else did he tell you?
He told me many other things. For example, that you're not talking about Joran alone, because while the other